Right, update on the tractor. I've just spent the last 2 days for no reason, never mind. Right, now, this charging, to start with, it's not important, right? It only uses it to start it. I'm not going out at night, you know, so it really isn't important. What's more important are just to look at the brakes, which I found out about. No doubt more can of worms when I open that, but so just to tell you what's happened, I spent the last 2 days on this charging thing. So I think you might remember that I've had the dynamo off, done the brushes and tried it, and it charged, then it didn't charge, then the light wire broke, then it didn't charge. So I checked the dynamo and it was perfect. So the regulator, which is behind all this lot in here, what had happened was I found out that the live wire had fallen out. It just hadn't been put in properly. That's been the whole problem. So finally I took it off. So as it's so long ago since I've done this, I spent about 2 hours yesterday and 2 hours today, and I found a wiring diagram, and then another hour getting my printer to work. I've not used it this morning, and I found out the terminals on the dynamo, and I took a quick video on here of where the wires went. But the problem is, when I put it back, I did actually get them mixed up, which took a while to figure out. Now I'm pretty sure I didn't do any damage with that, but now it won't regulate. All I've done is taken the cap off, and do the point. I've done nothing else. Now if you look at that wire there, which you can actually see now, but if you look at it here, it's all colours. I don't know if you can see that. Look, it goes blue to black, you see, and it's just all colours. So I had a black and what I thought was earth, but I got those two wrong. But so that's why it wasn't charging. I put it on, and it charges, but it charged flat out. So I didn't leave it long, obviously. Just tried it, but now it doesn't do it. So what I've done, I've just taken the wire off the field, and that's it. So it won't charge now, but that can be sorted. But as I said, that's not the most pressing thing for running this, because I'm not going out at night. It's got a big battery, a big good battery that will start it, and if I'm at a show and need jump leads, I can get some, can't I? I mean, it doesn't need it for running, so that's not a big problem. And I've been, as I say, I've spent 2 days, and literally 2 days and hours on it. But I suppose there's one good news. I have had a refresher course on generators and regulators, so we can do that. I did screw it in and out to try and stop the charging, by the way, but then it didn't charge at all, so I'm not worried about that. Anyway, what I have done, where that scrap battery was this side, I thought, well, if I take it home and cut the case off, it'll make a toolbox. Anyway, it didn't cut off easily, so I've made a wooden one. And I think you can see that this didn't take long to do. I measured it, and it'll go in there. It'll go in there next to that battery where the other one was a spacer, and it's in keeping, isn't it? So that job went all right. So I have done something and it's worked. So we are making progress, and the one that's taken me all the time didn't do. So there we are. Right, so I thought I'd just give you an update on it. And then, as I say, I've got to look at the brakes, and then I've got the job I'm looking forward to when I get some stuff, and that's to make a little box for it to carry stuff on the back. That's the job I want to do. But like I said, when you get these machines, these vehicles that have been around a long while, and they've had all these bodges and people that don't know what they're doing to it, it just can be difficult. And also when you haven't done it yourself for a long while. And so if that wire hadn't fallen out of the blooming old regulator, it would have worked. It would have worked straight away. But that's what you get sometimes. So there we are. I just thought I'd better give you an update, because we haven't had anything for a day or two, have we? But I've been busy on it. Oh, and also there should have been an ignition switch on it. Yeah, I forgot about this. I have found out there should have been an ignition switch. Someone asked me, is there a hole? I said no, but there is. Just there, look. So the ignition switch has been, because it hadn't charged for years, I'll tell you that now. Mate, he said, oh, it's the brushes. No, it hasn't charged for years. And so the ignition switch is take the battery terminal off. You know, but it doesn't even need that now. So, that's it. Right. We'll give you another update, you know, in a day or two when we've done something else. But the way this is proving difficult, like I say, it's we'll have to see what we find.